Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of me is the CRKT Fast Lane, the Matthew Lurch design. This is an 8CR14 MOV drop point blade. It is about a 3 1/4 inch cutting surface with about a 3 1/2 inch blade. It's got this beautiful stonewash finish on it. The G10 scales are just awesome. It just really gives you a great grip on this knife. Now, it is an assisted blade. It is just snappy. I love it. Now, the only complaint, this is from the Apex Pass Round group, and I think the only complaint that I really have is that the liner lock is about 40%. And that, to me, is quite a bit. It has a great deep carry pocket clip, and it truly is a deep carry. This is it's a beautiful knife. It feels really good in hand. It has these great grooves. It's not really jimping, but it does actually make it look really beautiful. It's a little bit big as far as lengthwise, but it doesn't quite stick out of the back of the palm of my hand. I really love the feel of this one. The choil to me is very interesting. I would call it more of a sharpening choil. It's not something that I would want to stick my finger in to use because the cutting edge does come right up to the choil area. So that to me would be a little bit of a concern that I would cut myself. But you are able to really choke up on this knife. I mean, you can, you can see, you can really get up there. It just feels sturdy. It is a little over 4 ounces. Like I said, this black stonewash on this knife is just gorgeous the way they have it on there. I do love it. It's a hollow grind. It's super stabby. This is such a great knife. The assistant on it, it just flips out so nice. Again, I think my only concern on this right now would be how far over our liner lock is. To me, over time, that's going to be a little bit of a concern that I'm not quite sure, how good this knife will last. It is beautiful. You don't have anywhere to put a lanyard on it, which is okay. And I thought it was interesting if you can see the back here. And I have really poor lighting right now. Everything's looking a little yellow. But when you close this, you can actually see your assisted lock here. So you can see that it's out right now. And, oh, here comes light. Thanks, the therapeutic edge.
Maybe.
And then, no, that does help. You can actually see where it's, can you see that? Where it's gone away. Again, I love the feel of this. This is just a great knife. Your overall length on this, I said it was about 3 1/2 inch blade. You've got a 4 1/2 inch handle. So it is a pretty good size. Like I said, I tend to choose smaller knives, or I guess I would say medium knives. But to me, a small knife could also mean the handle. So if it's not a hugely wide handle, then it is going to be something that I'm going to, Lola, that's my dog, sorry about that. It is going to be something that I'm going to choose to carry more because a lot of the times my husband has some knives where the handle is just 2 inches wide. And to me, having smaller hands, that's not something that I can easily carry. This one, again, being that it's long, is a thin handle, and it just feels so good. So you can be back here on the knife. You're not doing anything really hard use or anything, but you can also really choke up. You can get your thumb up there a lot further, and it really is great. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the liner locks. However, due to the way they have designed this, your liner lock does stick out a bit, enough to where you can actually get in there without having to really smash your finger into the knife itself. And I'm not a big fan of that. I do love the assistant on it just because, like I said, it's smooth, it's fast, it really doesn't take any effort to get it out. You know, with the thumb studs, obviously, you're barely touching it and this will flip out. Again, really love this knife. It's got a gorgeous look to it. It's very sleek for a larger knife. It has just a really sleek look to it with the way the tip is. Again, the hollow grind is just gorgeous on it. I love the black stonewash finish on this. All in all, I think this is a really great knife. The G10 handle has just enough of a little tiny bit of grip there, so you really don't feel, if you're working with something, I don't want to say slimy, but if you're working with something, maybe it's out in the heat, your hands are getting hot, maybe they're getting a little sweaty, this is a knife that really you don't feel like you're going to really lose it at all. I mean, your hand is there, it's stuck there, it feels really good. Again, the CRKT Fast Lane matte lurch design. I'm a huge fan of this. I absolutely think I will be getting one of these. By the way, it is right or left-handed. It's ambidextrous. You can switch it. You guys got to check this out. If you have not seen one yet, if you haven't gotten one in hand, you have a knife store near you, absolutely go check it out. Get it in your hand. See what it feels like. I think you guys would really like this. I do also, again, like I said, I think it would be good for a larger hand or a smaller hand. Me having the smaller hands. My husband has larger hands, but he's not in the room right now. But I would imagine he, with larger hands, would also like this knife. I just heard him say he does from the other room. So, again, you get a chance, please check this one out. This is absolutely on my have-to-get list. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. I just can't say enough about it. Again, the feel of it, the smoothness of the flip. The only concern being that the liner lock does go about 40% over, almost 50%. That is a little bit worrisome for future. But for now, because I don't do any really hard use, I think I have to have one. Hint, hint, love. He's laughing at me. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me again tonight. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see here. And until next time, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.